Ugh. Ugh. That's what I get for skipping a day. Not a single soul. Not a single solitary soul. Oh, that's fine. Let's see if I can remember what the hell I was doing. Right, just finished the fight and then my guys left just all of their gear on the ground. Well, time to commence cleanup. Also re-enable the construction of the third wall. Okay, good. Looks like people are picking up the stuff. I just hope it's quicker than otherwise. If it isn't, then a lot of that stuff is just gonna rot. Which would suck. But let's take a look. We got a whole entire 400k off of that off of that bandit. See, I still haven't fully recovered from my poor sleeping habits, so I'm still a little groggy. We can convert that influx of denarii into resources. Let's get some rations. Golden standard, boost food days, boost happiness. But we should also get some armor. Let's have the necessary range to actually pick these up. Yes, but perhaps not the actual work availability. I set up a workstation right here. Add some people to it. Look for work within the radius. See if they'll haul. No, it doesn't look like they'll haul. And there's no haul button. We're just gonna wait for them to pick all that shit up. I guess this would be why you would send your military back to where you're storing your weapons and armor so that the warehouse people can just go and grab it real quick. You live and you learn. Or you live, you learn, you forget that that's a thing, and then you forget, and then you suffer the consequences, and then you learn again. And then you repeat that cycle until you continue to retain it. Right, that other thing that was a problem. We observed that in this configuration, the catapults cannot reach all locations. So in order to fix this, I think I'm just going to chop down most of this. Then extend the walls. And put catapults just along here. And see what that does. Cancel all these jobs. Dismantle these 2 catapults. And honestly, all that. Oop. Not that. You can stay. touch overzealous on the dismantling, but we'll get there. Leave the stairs there for now because that'll help people get in and out of the location. Yeah. So in terms of the catapults, I think I'll still be able to fit 2 or 3 onto these walls. We'll have to see how that goes. Oh, interesting. They're dismantling the walls here and then setting them up elsewhere. That's cool. I didn't know they'd do that. Neat. Meanwhile, over in the, all of my shit is just in a field in the middle of nowhere situation. All my shit is still in the middle of nowhere. Well, that's fine. We'll just buy more. The armor is a big thing because I can't really get that myself. It's very expensive. But I'm buying it anyways, because it is vitally necessary. But hopefully not from people that are only selling it for, like, ridiculous amounts of money. Kind of a mixed bag. 115 is pretty low. But the price increases dramatically very quickly. We're at 121. Your price does not increase as quickly. Let's dump as much cash as I can into this transaction. No, I'm just going to reduce the number of armor. Sure, that works. Alright. Rations increased. We'll soon see a boost in armor availability. Oh. I think... Did someone just pick up some of the stuff? Or is that just an insane person wandering around? No, someone is picking it up. It's going slowly, but it is happening. All right. Now let's think. We are still working. New slain. Is that mass grave open for business? I should probably open that up so that people can put the enemies into that. I don't think people put enemy troops into the mass graves. I think they just leave them on the field unless the mass grave is available. Yep. There we go. Alright, that'll boost happiness, or at least it should. Workforce fluctuations as per normal. I think we got the armor in. Yep. I'm sorry, did that say theft plus? No, that said net plus. I thought that was the theft column. I thought I stole armor from someone. Back to focusing on happiness. What do y'all want in order to be happy in this bitch of a world? I am producing excess furniture by 26. If I increase furniture availability, then that will boost happiness from 23 to who knows what percent. Speakers. Access is kind of bad, but quality is worse. Hearth's quality sucks. Do I not have any hearths up here? I didn't put any hearths up here. Let me fix that really quickly. Here, you can have a big one. It's sort of an apology for me not noticing until now. Alright, how's furniture looking? Furniture utilization is increased. Not that that's a bad thing. Furniture did increase people's enjoyment. Enjoyment, happiness. Wood production is faltering because we don't have enough workforce. Humans are happy enough to immigrate. Dondorians, as always, are not. We will still increase them to 500. We'll boost humans to 500 as well. And we'll boost Kryptonians to 1200. That should help out with the labor shortage. Alright. Environment. No services. Services increased. Hearth access boosted by like 11. That's good. Upgrade is not fantastic. Let's tackle that. What hearths? But it's at maximum utilization, so boost that. No, yes. Really, cut stone is the biggest problem here. Upgrade quality slowly rising. Stages, I don't have any of those. Food stalls, upgrade and access is high. Markets, access is okay-ish. Lavatories, access is low. What do we got going on with lavatories? Who's dissatisfied with availability? Not really anyone. Oh dear. Influential merchant feuding with one of your subjects. Citizen gravely insulted him. Demanded recompense for these likely fictitious offenses is death. Savvy subject made the details of the conflict public, which means siding with the merchant will not reflect well on you. On the other hand, bribes is promised for swift justice. Accept bribe. That's a lot of denarii. That's a lot of money. But I would like my citizens to not get pissed off at me and riot. So, refuse. Boost. Happiness. Increase. Yes. That means higher immigration rates, baby. Which also means that we need to up the priority of happiness fulfillment, because once we get up to the cap on population and the happiness buff goes away, then everyone will get pissed off and probably riot anyways. So let's think about how to handle that. I believe you all were dissatisfied about availability. I think part of the contribution for that is that you have lavatories that are at full utilization. There's like 3 over here, so that should be fine. Maybe I just need to put laboratories in, like, far-off locations? Just so that they're around? I guess. Let's try that. Set up a smaller, medium-sized laboratory. Go for a medium-sized laboratory. Set you up over here. Is there a way for me to... Settings. Key settings. Rotate is R. Is there a flip horizontal setting? General. Settlement? No. World battle. General. It's probably fine. Or I could just set it up on the opposite corner, because this place is probably going to need a... Once we get this area populated with buildings, it's probably going to need, I'll call it a cultural center anyways. Now, among other locations where there was no toilet coverage, over by the mushroom farms, and I think, yeah, closer to the mines. Ah, this place doesn't have high access either. Okay. Let's grab you, put you there. Yes, it's right outside your houses, but, you know, better to have a bathroom than not. You must forgive me. And then down here, we'll put it in this corner. Now, among other happiness detriments, food days, I know that that's something that's going to have to get fixed over time. Speakers, I think the availability on access was low. Let's take a look. No, don't copy. Just point me in the direction. Okay, need a speaker for over here. Probably set it right here. Where'd that speaker go? There he is. A little low over here. Set one weirdly over by the toilet. Where you belong. There. Now, other services. Food stalls. Access 98, upgrade is fine. Wells. Access 99, upgrade 55. Proximity is low. Whenever subject wants to use a service, this is the distance subject has to walk to reach it. Only reaches 100 if subjects are right next to the service at all times. You must find a good balance. Let's just look at well coverage. Blue probably indicates close proximity, in which case most things are blue. This is a strange situation. Okay, let's... Well, relatively high. Ooh, yeah. That well could use an upgrade, same with that one. Just eating into the cut stone stock. But that's what it's there for. And we're going to run out of it at some point in the near future. Same with wood, because That's not looking too good. There we go. Stone. Stone is still massively up. Masonry. Y'all ain't producing enough. I'm going to increase you to 30. Hopefully that is effective. Now, other services. Wells, that's increasing. Markets, lavatories in the process of building. Physicians, access 87. Benches, access 71, upgrade 45. Do I have like a proximity indicator for... I do have a proximity indicator for benches. That's convenient. Although it seems to be a touch fucky. There are places with benches that are red and places that don't have anything that just... That's so weird. Okay, just time to put more benches in places. Make them smaller benches. Smaller benches, more prevalent. Any benches around here? No. Put one outside of the bathroom. As good a place as any. Put one out there. Doesn't look like there are really any benches over here. Put one there. Really, let's put it by the stalls is fine. There's a bench over here. There is a bench over here. No benches in this area. Here and... yes, here. That should boost happiness. Whenever the benches get built. Upgrades. Laboratories is going down, interestingly. I just built more of you. Wells are access 99 now. That's good. Oh. I should probably click all instead of just Crotonians. Hearths. Access 94. Okay, building that one hearth was a good move. Beakers are either not built yet, or building the ones that I didn't improve access. Kind of seems like the ones that I built didn't improve access. Or maybe it did. Alright, it is maybe slowly increasing access. I need technology to upgrade the speakers. That is annoying, but c'est la vie. Right. We do not have enough housing. How are people's housing preferences? Building. Dondorians hate their housing preferences. Humans are sort of mid on the whole situation. Crotonians are happy as clams. That means I need to build more mountain housing and more stone housing. I think it might not be a terrible idea to just hollow out a bit more of the mountain. Put houses in there. Yeah, let's tear up. Ooh. Tear this mountain up. 26 by 26. Send it. Right. think I also need to... Furniture 1, interesting. Adjacent job is blocking this job and must be performed prior to this. Okay. Y'all are probably just too busy excavating the mountain in order to build that at the moment. At least that's the lie I'm going to tell myself. Economy and trade. Y'all picked up the armor Alright, you did pick up the armor you left behind. That is much appreciated. Now, in terms of money... 76k. Am I getting, like, a bunch of tourism? I'm getting a whole shit ton of tourism. I don't know why. Glad to have it, though. One of you's got to have some cheap leather armor. 101. Les Bavatin, you continue to be my favorite. Never change. Sucks that I'm going to have to invade you at some point in the future. Nope, no warhammers, just money. Nope, nope, just money. Guys. $7, 342. There we go. Just take the cash and leave. Happiness is gonna run out. 2-ish days. People are not particularly happy, so that's gonna be interesting. Lavatory's access boosted to 98. That's Dondorians, never mind. Overall access is 88. Maybe I need to build a lavatory down at the bottom. Should probably build little townlets down at the bottom, just to provide services for when people need it. I already have a well over here, might as well build a lavatory. You can have a small one. Where is a small lavatory? Nope, you're sizable. You're a small one. Take you. You fit not particularly comfortably, right there. There you go. Now, down towards the south. Great. Who bought it? Bakery again. Y'all never cease to impress with your seeming reluctance to continue living. Forget how large these tiles are. They're 24, right? Yep, 24. 24 down. No, that square sucks. Okay, just dig out this mountain. Simply carve out a chunk of the mountain and all things will be fine. And then down south, these guys. All right. 26 by 26. I'm about to run out of leather, so this tailor needs to stop working for the moment. Well, it doesn't need to stop working, it just needs to not have so many people there. Let's knock it down to 5 and hopefully that'll maintain. That is approximately maintaining existing leather armor stocks. But the net decay on leather is, or the decay on leather is still negative, so that's gonna have to get turned off. Simply not producing enough leather at the moment. How are our Auroch pastures doing? All of them are near max production. Was planning on turning this area into farmland. Maybe I don't. Nope, that's quitter talk. Yeah, this'll do. Another Auroch pasture right here. Gate. Roughly centered. Oh, this is going to be a high-performance Auroch pasture. While I'm at it, I should probably construct all the roads around it as well. Now, that doesn't solve the housing problem. I think the housing problem kind of solved itself when everyone stopped being as happy as they were. Kryptonians happy as always, Dondorians are pissed, humans are also unhappy. Your environment is getting worse. Well, that... Wait. Others. You like there being other compositions of species in your city? About... What? Wait. Huh? Feeling towards your city's composition of species. Species may like or dislike another species. Oh, this is probably in terms of the like or dislike thing in the species chart. Versus weirdly... Okay, that's very strange that there's two contesting stats in environment and population, because they like there being others in the city, but they dislike being a minority. Fascinating. Okay. Well, take a look at group environment. Humans wish there were trees and flowers. Dondorians wish that there were pillars and statues. I don't think I can afford pillars and statues, guys. Nah. Pools. 0.5 for everybody. I'm not going to spend money on that. My apologies. Right. Dondorians like noise. Kryptonians and humans. Well, humans don't like noise. Kryptonians don't care. And slowly losing available workforce to the inevitable decline in population. What a bitch. But the wall refresh is done. Let's see. If I put 2 and 2, that ought to work. But I don't know about how much those catapults will be able to see around. I guess it's better than it was before. At the very least, this one can provide diagonal coverage in this direction. This one can provide diagonal coverage in both directions. And if there's 2 of them, there's twice the coverage. We'll call that good. Maybe the range on this catapult is mildly increased. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that it's fixed. That's good to see. I can actually hit targets outside these walls now. Okay. Even though that's fixed, I can actually activate these jobs to get those catapults built. Assuming I had any amount of available workforce. What happened? Oh, harvest season, probably. Not producing much of excess at the moment. I am well shy of all the armor that I need. Same with spears and bows. Ain't no way I can actually sustain bow production. Gonna need that other Auroch pasture online. Is there a way I can just make like a single funky shaped Auroch pasture in this spot? I feel like the answer to that is yes. Oop, not dismantle. Cancel job. Hmm. Over, 24 up. Back over. Let's get rid of this. Let's shove a weird shaped Auroch past here. Right in there. As far as it'll go. Oops. Say 3 in on each side. Try to make it nice and symmetrical so that I don't have to stare at it later and go, man, that's shit, and then rebuild the room. Oh dear. There, that makes my brain slightly happier. Activate that job as well. I don't think I actually paid attention to what the output is. Not great, but the moisture is good, so it should have a fairly high output relative to the number of workers. Plus it takes care of that weird space that I was looking at. This is all just gonna get turned into, like, odd mountain shit. Alright. Whoops, not digging a mountain. Construct road. Those roads built. New. Actually, I don't need to copy those. I just need to... There we go. Then we can get some additional Dondorian housing. Just kind of housing in general. Stone, that'll count as refilling the mountain. Yep, let's do it that way. That's some mountain housing. Humans like grand buildings, but ain't no way I have the capacity to sustain that at the moment, so not going to do it. Shields. I think I'm good on shields. I am shockingly good on shields. Alright. Carpenter, you are going to switch recipes to producing spears. I'm guessing your output is probably clogged? Proximity to raw materials is poor. Okay. Hauling, commute. Yeah, your proximity to raw materials is in fact poor. Okay, time to do a weird thing. Logistics, warehouse, right here. Put a door there, crates on either side. I can put a door on this side, but I don't think it'll do anything. I'll store stone and wood in there. It won't necessarily be the most optimized of warehouses, but it's just a nice little warehouse that I can set somewhere that should hopefully keep people a little bit better supplied. Really don't have your road preference in here, do you? I have paved roads everywhere. What are you pissed off about? 50% Cretonians. Cretonians really hate cobblestone roads or something? Maybe it's that I just build so many cobblestone roads because it improves walking speed so much. There are some places where I don't have any, though. Particularly around places where Dondorians like to live and work. Let's fix those. I have the stone production at the moment to fix it, so might as well fix it. Man. In real life, everyone complaining about the quality of the roads. Now I'm dealing with that instead of a video game. Not that I'm one of the people that actually does anything about the roads. I just drive on them. Ah, see, this area has shitty roads. Let's do something about that. First off, let's fix that little extension so that it's actually contiguous. Let's run cobblestone roads up and down. Not cobblestone roads, paved roads. Words are difficult, that's why I don't use them. Speaking, I got a text-to-speech AI to do that for me. Oops. You don't need to put it in paved road there. Thank you. Yes, yes, food days suck. That's gonna be a thing for a really long time. Arthurs are going down. Access 97. That's maybe bad. I'll take another look at it later. Markets, access 89%. Where are all of my markets? Right, no market penetration into the mountains. Got it in the Western District. Central and mining districts got it. Nothing out in the wild, though. Put a little market in here. Yeah, let's make it fairly sizable. Who knows how far into the mountain I'm going to extend. Now that I look at it, it's probably also got pretty poor food availability up there as well. Yeah, it does. I can fix that as well. And while I'm up in this particular region's business, might as well put in a well. And you're not particularly close to a lavatory, but what if I put a lavatory across from the gallows? You know, so you could watch someone get their head chopped off and then shit yourself in fear. But comfortable fear. Comfortable but fear. What a horrendous thought. Anyways, Nondorians, are you happy? Well, increased your road preference, decreased your building preference. Climate, ain't nothing I can do about that. Army size is increasing, and you like that. Melee training is nowhere near where you want to be, which is a you problem. I'm working on it. You wish I had Scythian, but I don't, so deal with it. Services. Speakers. Access 91. Slowly increasing. Markets are actually holding fairly steady, and I think they're increasing now that I've constructed that other one. Yep. Benches are up. No, they're stabilized around 79%, 80%. No, don't click on the person, just, there we go. Oh, so you want coverage everywhere, is what you want. Okay. Whenever I do get to putting pillars around, it's going to be a gigantic pain in the ass to fit them in. But at least we will have things going for us. No, don't copy any of that. Just tell me what the coverage is. I have basically no coverage around here. Time to fix that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why we stockpile furniture. Not very good up there. Build one. Really can't select the chairs when they're sitting on it, huh? There we go. Kinda sucks up there. There. I don't know how much happiness this will actually contribute, but hopefully it is worth the investment. And if it isn't, I'll just deconstruct them. Alright. Services, benches going up, skinny dipping is high enough because we're right next to a river. Wells is going down. Upgrade quality. Markets access is up, upgrade is meh. Food stalls 98.65. Speakers. Access 87. What is pissing you off so much that you do not have access to speakers? You have tremendous access to speakers. What are you talking about? Fine, I'll put one in the cave. You're right next to the well. Happy? Actually, what is my population doing? It's dropping again. Not nearly as much as it has in the past, so we'll call that good for now. Alright. Haven't looked at religion in a while. Access to shrines is low, but I don't care so much. Riches are low. I gotta spend money. There's no way I'm increasing food servings. If I increase food servings anymore, I'm gonna run out of food. Right, that reminds me. Yes. Prioritize fetching to bring things from all over the place. New. Not like that. Let's drop your radius to, yeah, something like that. That should be good. That way I won't have you screaming towards the outer walls, which are also almost built. Fantastic to see. I should really, really build the roads. They can be dirt for now, they just need to exist. There. You're built. You're not. Okay. Minus 49% workforce. Really struggling in there. Man, I have seen so many stream booth things. Please go away. Man. They must canvas Twitch for people that have low viewers and then just spam them. Thank you for insinuating I had lower viewers. I had no idea. Heavy sarcasm. That is a very high traffic dirt road, which is problematic. Temperature plunged to record lows. Great. Okay. We have reached new highs in terms of leather production. Time to turn the tailor back on. And also activate the bowyer, even though I'm not going to actually... Oh, what's the word? Fetching. Nothing to fetch in the vicinity. Really? Seems that Warehouse 7 has some resources. No, Warehouse 7 does not have any resources. Where is all of my leather concentrated? Huh. You say I have 700 leather, but you neglect to tell me where it is. Ponderous. Well, Warehouse 7 does have some leather, but not 700 worth of leather. It used to be that it would only count resources that were in warehouses specifically. Does it count production outputs now as well? I don't know. Also, your radius shouldn't be that massive. Let's make you a little smaller. Same to you. I don't remember how bows are built. Bows need wood and leather. So you will need to store wood and leather. Resources, settings, you have 18 crates. It's mostly wood and a little leather. Let's make 6 crates wood, 2 crates of leather. Auto-employ. Disaster struck. Crotonians are entering what is Crotonian torpor. Gluttonous. Oh dear, how long does this last? Crotonians will resent you for ending what may have been the most pleasant time in their life. Okay, so the thing about that is I've experienced Crotonian torpor before. It has been 100 years. Okay. I'm gonna have to just take the food penalty, because if I don't, they're all gonna get really unhappy, and if that happens, I'm gonna die. I really prefer for that to not occur, so congratulations, Kryptonians, you get to have your way. The threat of over 1,000 citizens rioting has pressured me into making a positive decision. Probably get these roads lit up as well. If I try to build a torch on top of a wall, will it work? Yes, it will. Okay. Good to know. But don't do that. Kryptonians absolutely blasting through all of my food stores. Thanks, guys. Yes, you're gonna be hungry. Guess whose fault that is? What the hell? Oops. No, don't build the fucking... Nope, don't. Quickest fingers in the west. Successfully prevent a dude from building misplaced torch. Probably not the fastest way I could do this, but it'll have to suffice. Right, time to check out my firing angle on this catapult. It can't really get the inner wall, but it can get every wall past that, so we'll call it a win. Kryptonians continuously being unhappy. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, how long does this last? Another 3+ days? Okay, sure. Crazy Kryptonians. Alright. Oh yeah, how is lavatory access doing? Increased. Building one here seems to have been a good idea. Now, about these areas. 24, 24, 24. I'll have little community centers down here. Just itty-bitty places where people can have a hearth. A little hearth. A little hearth. A little well. Well, big well, but... and a little bathroom. That bathroom is not large enough. Hold, please. Did I forget how to construct buildings effectively? I feel like I did. I feel like I'm losing my mind. No, actually that works. Hold on. Flip that around. There we go. Basins. 1. There we go. Bang, bam, bada bam, boom, pow. Do I build housing down here? Probably. Who is working farms in general? Can you tell me? We're gonna have to look at satisfaction. Days, no, services. Environment? Occupation. There we go. Fulfillment. No. Work priorities. Are you going to tell me what concentration of people are working in farms? Yes, you are. That seems like a fairly even distribution, all things considered. Wait. No, something's wrong with that number. Seems like mostly Crotonians are working the farms. If I be reading this right? Is this saying that 2% of Crotonian plebeians are working in opiate farms? Does that math work out? What's 2% of 1,200? Pulling out the calculator again. 1,200 times 0.02. It's 24, so yeah, it's close enough to 21 that there would be just a little bit of rounding error, so I guess that's what that means. And if it's Crotonians who are working down here, then it's probably a good idea to make some housing down here as well. Maybe, potentially, possibly. What could possibly go wrong? Something terrible. Right. Build a house. Build a house. Probably going to have to put food stalls down here, which is fine. Have a couple weird little food stalls. We'll see how that does. Oh, humans are very happy. Dwarves, however, are quite pissy. Where did all of these work? Oh, right. The bowyer. I forgot that I created you. Firstly, you shouldn't be employing that many people. Let's drop you down to 5. Master of Metal Smenters. Smenters? Smenters. Mimster of Mittem Smenters. Pestidney. Replace him. A reminder to all the wealthy peoples of the world, you are always replaceable. That should be 4, not... Or that should be 5, not 4. Leather production is holding steady, that's good to see. Meat, I produce a shit ton of meat, but not enough for people to not be pissy about food. Ugh. My grain stores are barely lasting year to year. Finally made it up on spears, that's good. Who's using Falcata? Shouldn't be anyone with Falcata. Ah, you. Go away. There we go. 0 Falcata. Furniture has hit a snag. I believe I had a carpenter. I did. Okay. You're producing 27 a day, basically no hauling limitations. You are really inefficient. I should probably replace you with something. How's that little warehouse doing? Shockingly well. But actually having a positive impact. I think it is. I think the hauling on this guy before was like 0.56. If it's at 0.82, that's not great, but it's way better. Almost a max on spears. Armor is still a problem, but something we could actually potentially fix in the future if we get our population up. I have way too much livestock. Polixo, you are a great and powerful friend of mine. Take my shit, please. Wait. Hold on. No, I want to offer you livestock, not buy livestock from you. I'm gonna... Wait, no. Less Bavatin tends to give me more shit. Yeah, 20 as opposed to 17. You're 17 too. Anyone else has a better deal? Offer? No, no. You guys? No. Alright, Bless Bavatin it is. Did you increase to 21 momentarily? You did. That's interesting. Look, realistically, I'm just gonna have to offload. Say we'll hit 10. And then move on to the next guy. I could also just send them resources and boost their opinion. They don't really care all that much at the moment. Whoa! You have high demand for livestock, sir. Alright, less VOD. Demand. All guys still have some armor, maybe? $9.95 per item? Bless. I'll clean out your inventory. Oh, just 101. 726. Okay. I'm looking on. Well, not much time has passed. Bows. At least I'm producing bows now. Not very quickly, mind you, but I have more than none. Which is good. And because I accidentally overstaffed the bowyer, I went from having my stock basically doubled. Now, Dondos. Y'all are still pissy for some reason. Food days, I get it. Food days suck. Access 82 to the fucking speakers still. Somehow I only have 82 access on speakers. Where are y'all not hearing from? Is this a red zone? Because... Okay, alright, there's no speaker here. I'll put a speaker behind the, guardhouse. How do you like that? Hopefully that solves my issue. Alright, what else? Love using Dondorians as an economic and socioeconomic and political indicator, because they're just all unhappy about everything always. They're always the leading indicator that something is wrong. If your Dondos are happy, then everyone else is happy. Right. Wells upgrade at 57%. Markets actually increased to 90. That's not bad. Benches went from like 80 something or 70 something to 92, so we'll call that good for the moment. Lavatories, 100% access, baby. Yes, please. Right. Now, how are things actually doing down here? Not very good. Yes, there are farmers down here. Yes, they have services for hearth, well, and lavatory. No, they're not doing a very good job. I'm gonna have to make like a little resource depot. Over here. Also, maybe construct additional housing near the farms. Okay, first things first, I don't think I have a janitor in this area. I don't know where the nearest janitor is. Yep, I do not have a janitor in this area. I'm going to need one. Start with a janitor. I forget what the most efficient way to fit 2 janitor stations in here is. Workstations. Utilities. Was it really that simple the entire time? While I was fucking around with a lot of ineffective designs. But the janitor station is built. Next to that, I should have a relatively sizable warehouse. What are you made of? Wooden walls. Okay, that probably wasn't the best idea, but we'll call it good anyways. Logistics. Logistics? Logistics. Warehouse. Right next to the janitor. It's amazing how hyper-fixated I can get in a city building game, of all things. Digging a mountain. 26 by 26. Figure that out, and when you're done, we'll build a road through you. Actually, we'll start building road through you, and then we'll finish it off later. Actually, can I throw down the torches there now? I can. Nice. Oh man, y'all are pissed off. Why, yes, I am making a tiny little village over here. How could you tell? No, don't refill Mountain Cave. Dig into Mountain Cave. Slaver has arrived. All right. Get rid of all of them. Boost happiness. I'll lose 55 workforce, but that is recoverable. And then I'll take the profits. Bless Bavatin, my beloved. Like you... Wait, is it Bless Bavatin or Pelixa that was giving me cheap armor? Definitely Bless Bavatin. All of it, please. 8, 3, 4, blah, blah, 98. Now, I believe you also have rations. Can I get some of those as well? 72 an item? I have 81,200 something. Ooh. No, 273. Keep increasing our food days. Creep increasing crappiness. Creep increasing crappiness. Crappingness. Stonks. Hearth could use an upgrade, but in order to do that, it'll probably want resources in the vicinity to actually haul those. This warehouse is going to have just a little bit of everything in it. I'm also going to want to have like a little grain farm, I guess. Woodcutter. Done. Yeah. Moisture 100%. Storage, put it right there. Auxiliaries. Don't need much. Just enough. This guy will get furnished. I'll be able to stack crates here. Then I should be able to make a tiny little bakery. Make the bakery on the other side of the woodcutter, just to be cute. Crafting. No? Refining? Bakery. There we go. You're gonna get stone walls because I'm building you basically right into a mountain. happy little bakery on the edge of town. I am definitely going to need to build just like another one more unit. Hopefully this doesn't completely screw up my housing situation. I just need like some people to work the jobs down here. I don't need that many woodcutters. Thank you very much. Warehouses. Your range is going to be basically nothing. Yeah, basically just this bottom area. You're not going to hold much either. You're going to hold crate of bread, crate of fruit, crate of mushrooms. Do you reach? No, you don't reach the mushrooms. Fish. You're going to hold wood. You're going to hold grain. We'll leave it there for the moment. I'm also letting you autofill, but you piss me off. What the hell is going on with the dwarves? Fallen from 396 down to 363. You're happy, damn it. Immigrate. Seriously, 88%. What's going on? Matter of fact, you've been above 80. You've been 86 and above every day. Why are you getting pissy all of a sudden? Probably specify that these are to be populated purely by Crotonians, just to make sure. So that's 30. 90 housing down in the south. Should be pretty good. Must be placed in the house. Well, I wish that would turn into a house. Thank you very much. Now, only thing is, I think I am going to have to upgrade this place. Temperature plunged to record lows, blah, blah, blah. In terms of maintenance, what do you need in the vicinity in order to do maintenance? You need fabric, cut stone, machinery. I don't think I want you maintaining absolutely everything in the vicinity. I think we mostly just need to be maintaining things in the immediate vicinity, which is hearth, roads, laboratories, which I'm going to keep at base levels. Yeah, we're just gonna just like a little early city down south. We need to expand it a little further, we can. And resources in this warehouse got depleted immediately. Who's working here? Where in the hell are you two commuting from? Where is your house? You don't have a house? How do you not have a house? I'm confused. Somehow neither of you have a house. Okay, I guess I'm going to do a weird thing then, and make 2 houses down here for humans and Dondorians? I guess? Why not? They'll probably get the shit beat out of them more than once, but such is life. %% load on both of these hearths. Oh, right, we were plunging to record lows or something. Yep. Alright. You shall be Dondorians. And then whenever you're done, you'll be humans. Man, I really thought that my labor availability would increase after getting rid of all of those slaves so that people's happiness would rise. But no, the dwarves are continuing to be pissy. Well, humans and Crotonians' happiness rose. Wait, do Dondorians like slaves? Rumor lands to the east has been ravaged by a deadly disease. Okay, do we already have? No. No one incubated yet, probably going to happen in the near-ish future. When that happens, we'll need to get that fixed. All right, woodcutter, janitor, delivery man. Wait, are you built? You are built. I need not so many of you to be here. Maybe 3. I definitely overbuilt this bakery. Okay, I think I'm storing everything that I need to. Alright, load on the hearths has decreased. That's good. Hearth 1. The lone soldier in dead center in the middle of the city. Should really probably do something about that. Oh, no, there's another giant hearth right next to it. That's fine. Right, what is up with the Dondorians being happy or not on a day-by-day basis? Like mushrooms and fish, you want upgraded torches. You want more soldiers. You want more soldiers. You want more soldiers twice. Oh no, that's more soldiers and more training. Well, I'm working on it. Just don't want to train too many people at once, because then I'll deplete my own workforce, and then y'all are get even more pissed off, because then tasks won't be getting done. Speaking of tasks not getting done, I feel like I'm not producing enough food. What? White fungus spreads through underbrush, kills healthy trees. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. It is absolutely fucking up my woodcutters. I don't have any shit. I'm just gonna have to burn it. Well, how long does it last? 7 days. Fuck it, burn it. Oh, God. Next day, your discovered why doing this is not common practice. Whole forest and surrounding land looked aged and sickly. Great. How long does this last? Ugh! I'm gonna die. Midsummer and minus 60% or more production to everything. I'm thunder fucked. How rude. I should have just taken the hit to the woodcutters. Is that everything, including the woodcutters? No. The only thing I spared was the woodcutters. All of my farming is dead for 7 days. Mmm. Mmm. Well, this blows. Mayhap I need trade opium for rations. No, I need to trade... bread. Bread is the answer. More specifically, wheat. I saved my lumber, but now all of my everything else is toast. Bread converts 1-to-1 grain to bread using wood. Less Bavatin saved my life. I need cheap. Do you not have grain? No, you have grain. It's just not in the food section. Weirdly. Right, actually, no. First off, let's establish what my price cap is. You will not take opium over a certain amount. Knock it down to 100. That'll gain me 5.4k to work with. What else do I have? I'm not giving you machinery, unless I'm truly desperate. Flanxes? You can just have all of those. I don't use them. Same with the falcata, actually. Gets me 41k to work with. I might sell off other things if I need to. Not armor, though. Armor's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. Buying 2.9k grain gets me not a lot of time. But it's more than none. Hopefully this occurred late enough in the season that the hit to my grain won't be so severe. But it is going to be an interesting couple of years. Except getting absolutely shafted on grain prices. Next. Oh yeah, production's getting... Please tell me this isn't going to fall down to 0. The dreaded river runs. Epidemic is potentially very deadly. Alright. 640 incubated immediately. Thanks, game. River runs. Lethality 15%. Yup, a lot of people could die. Where is the curfew? There it is. Okay, curfew activate. Hospital. If you are not already fully staffed, you are already fully staffed. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to suck. Well, it's a good thing I have a mass grave. Curfew still active. The disease is still spreading. I am continuing to lose people. Reactivate the curfew. Well, this is going to hit Dondorians disproportionately hard. Health at 0.8% because fucking corpses everywhere. Ah! Right. Curfew's deactivate on the next day. Activate it one more time. We got to get that incubated number to 0. Or at least very close. Ugh. Lift curfew. Incubation score is... netting down. Alright. Epidemic is over. We lost... We only lost... We only lost about 50 to disease. That's not bad. All right. Genocide... Genocide penny? Okay, sure. You want to fight? Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got in store for me, Miss Genocide Penny. Any relation to Genocide Gideon? You have 330 soldiers at 1.43k power. not particularly threatening. And a 995k ransom reward. I think that I'm going to turn you from a person into a payday. First, I need to kind of fix my ore production because I'm producing too much. Actually, I'm just going to sell off some ore. Less VOD. Here. Have some ore, friend. And some coal. Why not? I know you're good for it. Give me money. Thank you. Actually, no, don't give me money. Give me grain. Give me, yeah, give me grain. I need grain. I'm gonna die without grain. One, 6, 7, 56. Accept. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you, as always. Now. Who are you? Pay up. Don't have enough denarii to meet their demands. That's fine. I don't want to meet their demands anyways. I want to turn you into a past tense. Decline. Come get me. I have functioning walls now. I could have sworn that I sold off ore. Okay, I did. Wrongful deaths. Who is wrongful deading? And is it negatively impacting my Dondorians? Probably. Because the Dondorians are always unhappy. Wait. No? No Dondorian wrongful deaths. Who got wrongful deaded? Nobody. Okay. Mildly confusing. Why do I have minus 149? Did I build something that I don't comprehend? Don't think so. Alright. Forest Burns is almost over, and I think I'm going to live through that particular crisis. Eesh. Harvested less than half of last year. Sucks, but I think it'll still work. Dondorian population is continuing to decline. Sisters are nothing but a Manish and Teledont. Must prepare for an attack. That's fine. I am well prepared for an attack. Eat catapults, lady. No, I'm not going to attack them out in open combat. They're better equipped than me. I'm going to pelt them with catapults is how that's going to work. I just need to wait for them to finally show up so that I can hit them. I wish to harm them. Although I should probably muster my catapults. Mashta. You guys need to cancel targeting. I don't need you to be shooting immediately. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man your positions. We shall show the bastards what for. Oh, you're invading from that direction. That's a first. You think you'll have what it takes, but in fact you are going to get hit by 3 separate catapults. Where the hell are they? Confusingly not targetable. Alright. Hit him, I guess. Hello? Where are the enemy? I was under the impression that we were getting invaded. Are you hitting the gatehouses? I feel like you're hitting the gatehouses. Here, bombard this area. Oh, ho, ho. Big hit. Cancel orders, gentlemen. Wait for next target. If they decide to ever show up. Hello? Some of your goods are stored excessively. Eh. Are they just posted up outside? No? Seemingly not? Hello, I would very much like to see the enemy invade. Nothing? I was kind of hoping for a payday? No one. Nobody, not a soul. I'm confused. Did they send the scouts in, see the wall, and just go, ah, you know what? Maybe not. Honestly, fair point. I did just kind of style on the advance party they sent. But I would also very much like for them to show up so that I could get my aforementioned payday. That'd be great. There's no enemy army. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the defenders on top of the walls for the moment. Holy crap, why is your loyalty so high? What's going on? I'm so confused. Are they, like, barricading my city or something? Right, who's starving? Just some random dude is not getting food and he's starving because of that. Okay. Uh-huh. Very confusing. I feel like they're raiding, or trying to, except I have no territory. So they're just hanging out somewhere, but not in my city. Okay, I'm going to cancel mustering my catapults. Let people go back to their lives. Just kind of monitor the situation for a bit. Red shows up, I pause the game. And by red, I mean red enemy dots, not red borders of mineral resources. No, kind of seems like nothing's happening. Interesting situation. Yeah. I think the game is bugged. Interesting. I mean, either the game is bugged or they're doing something else. I mean, there is one thing they're doing, which is preventing me from getting any immigration. I don't know if that's intentional. Not having an overt negative consequence on my existence, apart from my slowly declining population. Leather's on a slow decline, so let's turn off the... How much it's declining by? A decent amount. Let's turn it off. Tailor can continue tailoring, making armor, because I will need that in perpetuity. I think my reduction for leather is tapering off expressly because of some lack of available workload. Alright, 28, 22, 22. What is going on with my guys? Adult. Oh. Oh! That forest event must have knocked out some of my aurochs. Okay. Still no enemy forces. Yeah, I declined offer. Blah, blah, blah. Invasion. I didn't attack. They deployed troops, but then they didn't. And now I exist in limbo. where my population is slowly declining because I can't get any immigrants in. This has thus far been more damaging than the fucking pandemic. Is it because I didn't muster anyone? Like, militarily? What if I mustered... I don't need to muster all of... Just, like... some of them down here. Muster you three. And you as a bonus. Let's... Grab you, have you muster here. No, you muster here. Not triggering anything. This would be a really weird and fucked up way to have a population soft lock. Okay. Well. Have you demuster, you're gonna drop all your shit over the... No, you're not. You're gonna respectfully put all of your equipment back in the warehouse. Why would you not do that before? Oh my god. Experiencing a new 30-year low on the Dondorian population. This is so weird. On the off chance that something weird is happening, I'm gonna save and reload. See what happens. I imagine there's a flag that causes the enemy to deploy that I might have missed. Okay. So this is a slow and agonizing death. Let's reload a prior autosave. How long ago was... Well, I guess we can just load subsequent previous autosaves. Wait. Hold on. No, I can estimate 107 points. Let's figure out when they actually invaded. So you invaded, or you're supposed to invade 10 days ago. Year is 16 days, so 10 of 16 is 5 of 8, so about a little over halfway through. So let's load a quick save from a little halfway through the, little over halfway through the year. That quick save should be fine. Load. All right, I already declined the offer. So we're back. Slap a hard save down. don't think I actually did anything in the meantime. Hmm. Hopefully the game actually decides to load this time. Nothing but Manish and Teledon. Got it. Thank you. Now, could you invade correctly? No, I'm not going to attack you. There's still window before they begin their assault. I don't care. Continue. Wait, hold on. Something's wrong. Pending invasion. Oh, that's what that symbol is. Okay. Invasion east. Oh, it tells you the direction. That's interesting. And also something I didn't originally recognize. Stack at any moment once they reach the throne. It's all over. Scouts report blah 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 soldiers. Okay. No, not that menu. This menu. Catapults. You through you. Muster. How fucked would it be if they just didn't invade this time? There we go. Enemy deploying their troops. To all of their troops, or just some of their troops? That looks like just some of their troops. We've been down this path before. Manning defenses. No, you ain't. You carrying anything? No, you are buck-ass naked. Huh. Do I need to not light them up somehow? Oh. Right. That gap's been there for many streams, and I've forgotten to fill it in. Oops. Huh. Hmm. Well, that's all of the enemies dead. Direct hit. Whoops. Wait, did one live? Oh, some lived. So this is extremely weird. I don't really know what to do about this situation. I can try attacking the enemy. I'll probably eat shit. That's kind of bullshit. Spend so much time and effort researching the wall to get it working, getting it effective. It is effective, and the game counters by just going, actually, we're just gonna stall an invasion in perpetuity and keep you from using it. Sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have declined the offer. Maybe I should have... Oh, wait a minute. They wouldn't... They couldn't possibly be waiting out a caravan, could they? I think I did order a caravan from... I did. Caravan with 1.1k grain on it. Did I accidentally deliver that into the hands of the enemy? Is it gonna get here? Right in. And she makes comment immediately after. What if I just don't? Yeah, well, rain got in. 316 troops. As much armor as you could expect. They're about half armored. That's not terrible. It's not great. It's better than nothing. The archers have some manner of defenses. People are varying degrees of trained. How are you at 93 out of 90%? At least their training's high. I mean, they don't have fucking any of the... You know, the archers... The archers, not so much. I should just be able to have the archers focus on a single enemy unit. Call it that way. I think, what, you were... Genocide Penny, you had... You were all in on... Melee? Melee elves. It's a very peculiar choice. Not a lot of training. Who knows? Maybe their power isn't actually that high. Maybe I can take them in open combat. Hard, maybe. Let's try. Throw down another hard save, and we'll call this Bitch Save 2. Electric Boogaloo. Just to see what happens. Alright. And we're here. Our armies are pretty equally sized. Let's get our shit set up. Tight formation. You two. Yep. They have fractional amounts of armor. At least they have all of their shield and spears. That's a good thing. Credo bowmen have fractional bows. Not great. Not terrible. Not great. I'm just gonna have all of the archers in a block. Ready to shoot at whoever I deign deserves their full attention. And then I guess I'll keep the horsemen. Keep one. Keep both of them next to the archers. Y'all can go right here. Start. Enemy forces. 110 each. How are they gonna move? They're gonna separate. They're gonna send one dude around the sides. We're gonna move you guys up and around. We're gonna move... Actually, we're just not going to move you guys. Once they get in range, start lighting them up. Hopefully we can soften them. But probably not, they have a lot of armor. How many archers do I have? Like... a little over 100? Now light them up whenever you have the ability. Oh, you actually gotten some damage. Nice. Not much damage, but more than none. I'm gonna send the better trained Crotonian horsemen over to the right side to maybe catch the enemy heavy infantry, or heavier infantry, in a compromised position. Alright. Y'all are charging in like that. I'm gonna set my archers over to the sides and then pelt you from the side. Countercharge, baby. All right. You're gonna go over here. I think we did big damage with that cavalry charge. Hell yeah! You can collapse on them from the side. You are going to have to stay where you are. Same. I think the cavalry might be my ticket to freedom, in a manner of speaking. And my cavalry pull back. They're a little too interspersed with the enemy units for my liking. Right. Ally subjects are in the trajectory and might get hit. Yeah, that was sort of a failure in planning on my part, but they'll just move the archers up further. Whoops, not that fast. No, not both of my horse units. Also, y'all need to stay in defensive formation while you're engaging. Okay. Cavalry hit. Pull back. You need to get in there and support our friendlies. Same with you, and you're not doing anything, so you're going to go and attack these guys as well. Big hits. And we go out and back in. These guys are taking light injuries. Are my archers still able to hit this unit? Yes. Okay, that was a weird fail charge. Reposition. Charge in. We go out. How are my archers in line of fire? Friendlies are in line of fire, which is no good. You need to be engaging. Fortunately, all of the enemies... Are they flanked? One of my units is flanked, but they're doing okay, seemingly. Oh, great. Who's buying it? This unit that got crushed in between two of them. Well, that sucks. Another unit that got crushed. Alright, seriously, you need to stop being forward focused. That is unacceptable. Alright. Another big charge. Go out and back in. Nope. Guys. Redeploy. Thank you. Why are you not attacking? Guys. Pull out. Before you die. Thank you. Right back in. Halt the charge. Pull back. You're suffering from compromised flanks. I'm going to have you spread out. You are also about to get flanked, so I'm going to have you spread out as well. Oh dear, that might have been a bad play. These guys are not taking as much damage as I'd like. I am emerging troops. These guys are about to get overrun. Let's have them pull back. Do I have any other units currently engaging the enemy main unit? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're charging the throne. Bastards. Weirdly, I'm gonna have my horses tank. Oh, good. They're collapsing. That's no bueno. Great. Everyone's collapsing. Restart. I don't know if this fight is possible. I shouldn't even have to fight this fight. I did everything in my power to avoid having to fight this fight. Now that we have fought this fight, let's reload original bitch save and see whether or not we can get them to attack the walls. I am not calling this saves coming. This was my original strategy. How do I tell what my city's defense rating is? 215? No wonder I'm getting attacked by shit. Guess my catapults don't count for defense rating? You're nothing but a managed intelligent, yeah. I'm not going to attack you. Are you going to do the same thing as you did last time, where you send in, like, your little scouts and then... An invasion east with 330 soldiers. Yeah. But then you invade, and all that's there are these guys. This random smattering of soldiers with nothing on them. And nothing and no one else. I'm going to reload my game. No. Exit. I don't want to save first. Force quit, relaunch. See if there's something to be done that way. Play, load, save game. You know it. You love it. Hopefully this fixed whatever problem was occurring. If it didn't, it might just be a soft lock. Which would be insane after, what, 12 streams? Because I can't attack and win. I guess I could attack and run? Maybe? Keep that in my back pocket. If this doesn't fix it, I'll try the next thing, which is reload the save, attack, and then just flee immediately. Because something I can do that's a little fucked up is if I... Oh, you deployed from a different location this time. And I think in higher density. Did that fix it? Muster you. Not you at the moment. You, yes. You, and you. Yes. I guess you as well, just in case. I'll probably try to have some people attacking from the north, so you two as well. And you. Should probably all have you not be attacking as well. If we need additional support, we can get those. Hello, I'd like to see the enemy forces, please. Oh, don't tell me it's just the same shit from a different direction. Oh, no. Enemy's main force showed up. Game's fixed. Good. And our cannons will sound their demise. I kind of need my fucking people to show up. Whoa, lag. Game does not like having all of this shit happening. My citizens are not getting into their positions very quickly. Unit, fire it, unit. Have you fire it, unit. You will fire at... I guess I'll have you fire at that unit as well. No, you're not going to want to fire at that unit? I'll just have you bombard somewhere that's nearby-ish. Maybe. There we go. That'll work. Now all of these other catapults. You are not manned. You can fix that. Wait. How the fuck did you... Oh, my fucking gatehouses weren't maintained. That's annoying. They just fucking got in through the busted gatehouses. Janitors, do your job. Damn. Bombard that area. I might have to reload a save anyways, just to get my people in position. You fire on them. I don't think you can hit them. Well, you can kind of hit them, but I'm gonna have you focus on these guys. Where are you? You should be attacking them. You should also be attacking them. You should be bombarding these guys. You... I guess you can also bombard these guys. And time shall progress. Oh. Big rock, big hit. Somehow no casualties. Hopefully my gatehouses are maintained enough that I can... Alright, maybe I do muster my army. Muster, y'all, once you mustered, get the fuck uppity here. It's important. Oh, you can't be serious. Some of my fucking catapult dudes are... You've got to be shitting me! My catapult guys are... Wait, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you running into the enemy? Ally subjects are in the trajectory and might get hit. Why the fuck are there allied people in the trajectory? And what is he holding? What an embarrassment. Fire at them. You fucking, I don't know. Still bombard that area. You still fire at them. You also fire at them. Same. You're undisturbed. What are you doing? Nothing. Okay, cool. We're still getting a smattering of kills. What's going on there? My military is slowly showing up to the party. Enemies are getting the shit beat out of them. These guys in particular. You're still not technically able to fire at that enemy. You are... Who are you, and are you able to attack them? No, you're not. That's fine. They are taking big hits. That's good at least. Ooh, yeah. Seems like there's a weird mix of two different people's units in this area. Not sure what's going on with that. Oh dear, they made it through a wall. Oh, both of they got routed. That's good to see. Anyways. You're still able to hit. You're still able to hit. You are technically still able to hit, but you are being resistant, so I'm going to... There you go. Who are you? There is nothing left for you to hit, so you're going to stop shooting. Now, Everyone else. You don't need to be shooting anymore. They've effectively broken. I guess you still need to be shooting. Yeah, yeah. Something weird is going on. I think these guys accidentally managed to teleport through the wall. You should probably hit that spot. I feel like that'll be more productive. If you don't miss horribly, come on, do better. Also get my troops more in line to do something about them should they break through. And Lou. Yeah, there we go. Big injuries. Weird, glitchy shit. Yeah, it looks like they did make a path through this wall. They're just sort of stuck in the gatehouse somehow. Not that I'm complaining. It's just very odd. Holy shit, is it It's Friday. Oh, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Weirdly, skipping the stream on Wednesday sort of messed with my internal schedule. Because I've only done 2 streams this week, and by the count of streams it should be Wednesday, but it is Friday. But I really needed to not stream on Wednesday. Tuesday night, hour and a half of sleep. By the way, for people who missed the stream on Wednesday and were wondering where the hell I was, do look at the Mastodon. I do make announcements on that. It's linked in my Twitch bio. As cringe as that may be. Is this catapult, like, capable of hitting anything? I feel like the only catapult I've seen hit anything thus far has been the one that I manually... Oh! Well, I think that's a good indication that I can unmuster my forces, but I'm going to bring them over towards the warehouse before I do that. Alright. 7 less. Explode. Oh yeah, my catapults can't hit them because they're trying to predict where they are and they aren't. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. What are you doing? Oh, you should stop and also stop being mustard. Same for you. Men have prevailed and foes beaten. Rejoice. 54 survivors can be turned into prisoners and need a stockade to sit in. I will accept them. And I will turn them into profit one way or another. $995,000 denarii. Let's unmuster those guys. There we go. Also, stop firing. Good, 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 good. And that is not save scumming. Once again, that was always the original intention. Was to do that exact thing that just happened. To have the enemy break themselves upon my walls. It's just the game bugged, and I needed to figure out how to get it to stop. But now we know. Just save and exit the game. And all will be good. Right. I guess y'all... Eh. Whatever happens, happens. You will either be enslaved or executed. It matters not which. Unmuster. Please, for the love of God, put all of your arms and armor back. Hooray! 1,000,000 denarii. What am I gonna do with it? Good question. I think everyone should be happy with wealth now, right? Not that that's much of a modifier. Yeah, it's a 0.1 modifier max, and having 1,000,000 denarii only brings it up to 0.6. Definitely want to leverage that into some goodies. But what to buy? 1,000,000 denarii, the world's my oyster. I can buy more armor, which also reminds me, I don't think I even have enough armor storage to store all the armor I need. No, I only have 1,500, so let's increase that. How much armor do I need? 2,200? So 2,400 armor storage is enough. I am going to want plate armor at some point, though I cannot sustain that at the moment. I could get twice this amount of armor, this amount of leather armor, and sustain that forever. With how many tailors? 15. Okay. Plate armor and falcatas, maybe? Might not be a terrible idea. I just need to use it before inflation absolutely annihilates it because, you know, losing 10k a day. So let's start converting wealth into resources. Blessed Bavatin. Blessed be you. I'm gonna buy up to 650 in falcatas. Just gonna buy out all of your leather armor. Your plate armor is probably as inexpensive as it's going to get, and I'm not going to buy it because I just don't have the means of sustaining it at the moment. 182k. 182. Hundo 908. Accept. Elixo, you probably dislike me because I am very wealthy. Command resources. What are you selling armor and falcatas at? 571. Cordelia, how about you? Actually more expensive. So same deal with you, up to 650-ish. Leather armor. 1.5k. Then 200. No, not slaves. Denarii. 201. 631. Accept. Next up on the list. You. Back up to 650 an item. Don't even let me hit 1.5k on leather. For 411k. 446. Accept. And you, what are you selling for? Eh. 19200 148. Okay. Wealth successfully converted into material goods. Hopefully I actually have enough storage to store all that shit. I didn't actually track how much I bought. We'll be able to see it once the goods flow in, though. Now, hopefully everyone should be ecstatic at our victory. Yeah? War's prowess, 7%. No enemy kills because no melee troops went in on the melee. Whatever. Oh, right. I think I need to disable Carpenter. No, Carpenter's producing Warhammers. That's fine. Alright. Caravan coming into Boxonia with the first payload. Oh. Hell yeah. Oh. It all just came in at once. Interesting. So... Wait, no. It couldn't have come on all at once. Could it have? I ordered more than 287 leather armor, didn't I? Oh, I ordered way more. Yep, there we go. Come on, more in. Give me the goods. Are you going to not be giving me the goods? You're going to not be giving me the goods. Okay. You can do you, and I will simply be sad about it. Now, what to do about my low population? Dwarves are pissy because they got absolutely annihilated. Their population, that is. They'll slowly creep back up because they are happy. The army is increasing in size. We didn't actually have anyone die that last time, which is a bonus. We have a shit ton of Falcata that we can basically fully equip 4 separate units with. I am going to hold off on equipping any units with them so that I can decide who gets them in the event of an actual combat. Then I can just give them to whoever's best trained to inflict upon the enemy their terrible craft. But the walls are doing good work. And apart from the fact that they're not maintained, They're doing pretty okay. Hey, janitor. Why ain't the walls maintained? Just too much work to do? Probably. I should probably make a baby workshop up near the corner. Yeah, let's turn this square into a baby work zone. Janitor, I think it was a 6x5 that was the easy build, and workstations, utilities all up against the wall. Yeah. Build that. He's going to need a warehouse with goods. Make it a decently sized one at that. There's going to need to be just a touch of housing out here. Let's go for houses, not long houses. Now for health, we're going to need a hearth. Probably not one that size. Probably one that size. A well. Actually going to take this. Done. Six services. Can I fit more in there? Not really. No, kind of. Nice. All that good. And then I'm going to need a speaker for entertainment, because y'all be like that. And a food stall. That's not going to fit there. Let me just make it smaller. Then it won't have many services. Let's make it... full length. Nice little self-contained community out here. All so that we can have a janitor out here working on the walls. How very annoying. Why am I constantly getting more spears in storage? What is going on there? Don't know. But we have shown now that the walls are tremendously effective. I think that enemy technically only made it through one layer of 3 with the power of... Should still be able to look at them, right? Power 1.4k. Now, we don't know of any of these other guys, but that was the second... Well, very close to the biggest enemy that we could have fought. So not bad. Not bad at all. And our strategy will only improve as successive layers of wall are built and more catapults are placed upon them. I just need to remember to muster men before I try to staff the catapults, because then the men that I muster won't cause the catapults to be unmanned when I do call them to get mustered. Learning! It's important. Oh great, now the dwarves are pissy. Why is that? Wrongful deaths. What happened? Brawl. Access, what do you not have access to? You don't have access to your food preference. Well, that's... Ugh. I am trying to get you all the food that you so desperately desire. But you just don't fucking... Do I have too many food days? Is 3 too many? The Dondorians are the only ones with 3. Too many of other species in city. Our army is embarrassing. Our justice system needs some... Brother, our justice system is at 100%. What are you talking about? Occupation, government, law. Yeah, doing okay. You like judgment, but I can't afford that technology, so that's not happening. Retirement age. I could boost the retirement age, I guess. Population doesn't like being educated. Gross. Okay, you like having people retired, but at the same time, y'all need to actually live long enough to retire. So... Oh... You retire at the back 25% of your lifespan. That's better than I have it in real life. By the time I retire, retirement age is going to be like 75, and then I'll die 3 years later. I got a big influx of immigration. Now everyone's unhappy again. That's annoying. And it's because we don't have food, isn't it? You want more food days? Well, I want more rations to be made, but that's sort of something that is difficult to make happen. Oh dear. Get y'all auto-staffing. Alright, you have been created. You are short absolutely fucking everything. basically gonna need one of everything that a janitor uses. You're gonna need stone, wood, furniture, metal, machinery. Stone, wood, metal, furniture, machinery. I think that's kind of it. At least for the moment. I mean, you will need food. Let's have you get some food as well. You can have 14 crates. Okay. Get... Wait. Did I increase the capacity? Did I upgrade this place? I did accidentally upgrade this place. Okay, I don't actually want to upgrade this place. I don't want you hauling 300 machinery over here. Go for 2 things of bread. Thing of fruit. Food. Actually, I'm not going to have you store mushrooms. Let's be honest, you're never going to get any mushrooms in stock. You're going to need maintenance requirements for the laboratory. I don't know. I think maintenance required for the laboratory includes pottery just because it takes pottery to build. Or maybe not. Gonna enable priority fetching for you. Two janitors working here. Hopefully you should get these walls better maintained. Wish I could turn off maintenance for... Ooh. This is an interesting experiment. Let's disable... Are the walls... Do the walls get maintenance requirements? I don't think the walls get maintenance requirements in their current situation because they don't need... Well, they don't have center sections. Maybe this one needs maintenance because it has a center section, but we'll have to see. You're automatically done. Same, same, same. Is our population increasing? Very, very slowly. People are getting happier. More food was available. I just need shit to not go sideways once in a while and my civilization can actually exist. I still haven't managed to conquer fucking anything. Just barely able to hang on. After getting my shit rocked for multiple streams in a row. Hopefully, now that I actually have effective defenses, I won't need to worry about losing my military to the whims of fate. I can actually just, why is that at full stock? No one's producing those. Are they? I think they're just recovering them. Weird, okay. Huh. Ooh, leather production is high. It's good to see. What is my next civilization upgrade? I need over 2,200 population. That is surprisingly close. I mean, if I just brought in more Crotonians, I could probably get there very shortly. Speakers at 33%. 78 access. How did you manage to lose access? Is it because people are living down here and there's no speaker down here? It is because people are living down here and there is no speaker. Okay, fine. Entertainment. Speaker. I'm going to put you centered behind these guys and see what your reach is. Hopefully it's far enough that people will actually enjoy being there. Now, among other things, hearths. Upgrades 55, yeah. Food stalls are looking good. Wells are actually also pretty good. Markets, meh. Laboratories looking good. Physicians, very, very good. Benches, access high, upgrade low. Stages. People want stages. Or just upgraded things in general. They want a bathhouse too, but that's not going to happen for a while. How much research do I actually need to make a stage? I need 5 innovation. Any way that I can squeeze an additional innovation out of these guys. Oh, this laboratory isn't even on. Let's get some humies working in there. Entertainment? Yup. Time to entertain. Stage. That is entirely too large for me to do anything with. Holy shit. This is gonna be tricky. I do. Oh, that's a funky little place to put it. All right, put one there. That'll cover. Well, let's see how much it covers once it gets constructed. Hopefully the addition of sages will improve happiness enough that Dondorians will finally decide that it's okay to live here. Okay, kinda seems like you all still aren't happy with the level of access, which is interesting. Oh. A bunch of speaker positions aren't staffed because there aren't enough people to work there. That'll happen. Insufficient workers available. It covers a good wide swath of the city, at least. Worth building some more of those. fit one there. Have to butt it up against the road, but it works. Ooh! People were fiending for the performance. Absolutely chomping at the bit for the performing arts. Holy shit, is my population spiking? Holy shit, my population did spike. Alright, hopefully building more of those will cause my population to rise again. Hell, I might not even have enough with the 2 stages. We'll have to see. Everybody happy? Everybody's happiness increasing? Yeah, you like the performing arts. Alright. With the subtle increase in innovation, let's tackle a problem we've been having the entire time, which is food. Basic farming. That improves cotton, grain, fruit, and veggie yields. Basic farming improves mushroom, opiate, and herb yields. I feel like I have enough... Wait, did I disable fisheries? I feel like I disabled fisheries a while ago. In order to maximize allocation of labor. No, people just aren't working in fisheries because there aren't enough people to work. So that's why I don't have any. That's a little disappointing, but that will hopefully be a situation that's fixed in the future. Let's improve all crop yields. So we got basic farming. And basic tending. And then that leaves just enough for another level in basic farming. Let's see how far that technology goes in helping. It is very unstable. Okay then. What if I did something crazy like switch my Master of Opiates to something else? What if I made him Master of Mushrooms? I don't have enough laborers for that to matter. I already have a Master of Aurochs. A Master of Ration Makers would be very funny. Right, I'm just going to increase my population allotment of Crotonians and humans, because the Dondorians are just pissing me off at this point. They're like, yeah! Stage got built, woohoo! Massive population spike, it's actually not that great. Leveled off. What's shitting in your cereal currently, Dondorians? Lack of available speakers, hearths. Well, guess what? It's because we don't have enough people in our cities that the hearths... 1250. There. Massive influx of labor. The Auroch pastures haven't been auto-employed this entire time? That's annoying. Let's fix that. Janitors, yep. Laboratories, also yep. Unavailable clay, fabric, pottery, cut stone. I don't think you need any of those, do you? Your maintenance requirements are all fairly basic. Yes. Oh dear. Dominator Cloud, very rare phenomenon. Or from orders to move in various directions to commands to kill, mental compulsions are incessant, mostly minor. Most are able to ignore them. Those who are unable to do so will remain enthralled even once it's no longer visible. Great, we're going to have a massive derangement epidemic. The derangement can eventually be cured. Once the cloud leaves, the effective will try to follow it. Restraining them just causes them to expire from their existence, so opiates will be needed. Okay, so here's kind of the problem. I don't have a sanatorium. Sorry, an asylum. That's knowledge that I just don't have. So, for 4 days, going to have a shit ton of people going insane. Just ever so struggling to get a W on the board. Like, just barely got our workforce positive after who knows how long, and now we're just gonna have massively increased rate of derangement. Excellent. This is why we're here. Well, if bad things are gonna happen, might as well conduct some improvements anyways. The 26, and let's bring it all the way over. This will be the next tier of expansion for the mushroom farm. And then, just because I feel like it, I'm going to mine out that little corridor of the mountain so that we have some easier access to get in. And at the same time, I gotta decrease the amount of stone miners, because we're about to produce a whole shit ton of stone for the mountain. There don't need to be that many. Oh. Pottery has finally... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say pottery has finally become unsustainable, but then... Oh, turns out this tiny pottery place is enough to sustain my entire city. Cool! The clay pit isn't even fully staffed. I mean, there's no way in hell I'm ever getting enough clay to actually support my laboratories, but insufficient workers allocated. What are you talking about? Who knows? Sanity problem has almost resolved itself. Yeah. How's our stage happiness? 81% access. Doesn't matter if the quality is shit so long as it's there. Market. Access 84, upgrade 54. Y'all should also be auto-staffing. Holy shit, are we positive on food production? We're positive on food production! There's just a silver lining after all. Now, this is a point at which I should probably address the problem that I've been having this entire time, which is that I was constantly running out of fibers. Entities arrived with wispy bulk, blah blah blah. What happens if I don't do anything? Obviously, I'm going to medicate, because why the fuck would I not? Hopefully this doesn't result in mass addictions. Awesome. Left vicinity. Patterns cause great distress when thought by otherwise sane people. Brave citizens wrote utterances down. A special codex was created. Esoteric rules about the usage of certain numbers and words. Overseas noted productivity has measurably increased compared to before when it threatened your lands. Cool. Massive boosts to literally everything. Do I get that in perpetuity? No, that's a 12 days thing, but that's really good. After having been hit with countless L's over and over across streams, having this much of a big up is nice. Most of the year, having a 10% increase to everything that happens. It's good to see. Now I just kind of need my population to increase. What's preventing immigrants from coming in? Is the happiness threshold higher now? Right. Oh. Hey! Another up. More innovation, more knowledge, noble promotions. I don't think I'm going to promote any of my nobles at the moment, but it's good to see. I am going to reduce the number of woodcutters I have, though. I think that's been understaffed for so long. I forgot what a reasonable number was. Alright, lots of big ups, all in a row. Alright, I think that's a good time to call stream. It's 30 minutes over the end times. I'm the only person here. There's one viewer, that viewer is me. Thank you to the people who showed up and then left. Didn't type anything. Thank you to the likely Banivator restricted. The VODs continue to be on YouTube. We'll be back on Monday. Hopefully, at that point, we can actually try to conquer something. Save. New. Xonia 10. Big ups. End stream.